Welcome back. It's another edition of Boozing with Jude. I'm still going. It's March. It was a warm but windy day, but it was good for me. Not so good for Max. She hates being warm. That's okay. So we're celebrating with a drink I never thought I'd make. And it's a drink that real cocktail snobby enthusiasts will look down their nose at you. And I might too, actually. It's called Six on the Beach. Okay. We know it's not called Six on the Beach. It's called, Sex on the Beach. But, I never had one before I made this one up because I didn't make it up though before I tried it, before the show because, I just can't order stuff. If a drink has like a bit of a risque name, you're just not going to see me order it. So, like, for example, when I lived in London, not that I'm bragging, there's this kind of real popular, famous, British pudding, as they call it, dessert, as we would say. And it has a name that I've always wanted to try it, and I just wouldn't dare order it. It's called Spotted Richard. Okay, I couldn't order it, okay, because it sounded like a disease, not like a dessert. So I only really ever had a taste of somebody else's. So that's how I am. So, but it's Sex on the Beach. All right, we're going to call it that. I don't know why they need to do this, okay? Why do we have to do this? All that sand. Okay, let's not even get into it. But growing up, I loved peach. I did. I was a peach fan, and now I don't like it. And I finally figured out that the reason I don't like it is because of a thing called peach schnapps. Oh, it's cloying. I had a Fuzzy Navel once, and I'm like, no, never again. It's peach schnapps that has made me think that I don't like peach, but I do like peach. I like peaches, I bite into a big, like a peach cobbler. Oh yeah, any day. But so I'm gonna change this drink up a little bit. Now I will put the original recipe at the end. So if you just cut through the end and you're not seeing this, you're gonna make that and have your peach schnapps that comes in a plastic bottle. You know how I feel about alcohol in plastic. If you don't, I would tell you, I don't drink out of plastic. Never. And to have a bottle of something, what does that tell you? I don't know. I got to replace it, peach vodka. Okay, so there are all sorts of peach vodkas, some very intense, some less intense, but I'm going to replace the schnapps with a peach vodka, and I'm going to use a regular vodka, as the recipe calls for. This is a little bit more alcohol by volume than your peach schnapps, so just be careful. But it's lovely, and it would be really good in, like, those of you who love iced tea in the summer and you want like a cocktail, pour a little bit of that in there, and Bob is your uncle. Bob is your uncle. My uncle's name was Opie, but Bob is yours. Bob's your uncle. So here we go. I'm going to show you how I changed it up a little bit with that and something else. And you can do what you want. But here we go. So I'm going to build it in a glass. A lot of people don't. They're going to shake it, but I'm going to try to make it look kind of pretty, sort of like I did with the tequila sunrise. So we're going to start with the bottom, which maybe is the beach. I don't know. And instead of 1 ounce of peach schnapps, I'm going to do 1 ounce of the peach vodka. This is vodka, which is not an expensive vodka at all. It's probably not top of the line, but you know what? With this drink, I took a sip of it, and it's nice. It's a nice little vodka. It's peachy. It's intensely peachy, but it's also, it's vodka. You don't think it's like some soda. Okay, so on the bottom with the juices, normally you put 1 ounce of orange juice. Excuse me, 2 ounces of orange juice. I'm going to split it. I'm going to split the orange juice and do 1.5 ounces of orange juice. And I'm going to do a 1/2 ounce of grapefruit juice because it's just makes it, I don't know, brighter. I don't know. It's brighter. Now, I happen to have a red grapefruit, and so that's what I'm using, and it'll change the color a little bit, but just a 1/2 ounce of that. So instead of 2 ounces of OJ, I'm doing a half an ounce of grapefruit juice and then 1.5 of OJ. Okay? And then we're going to take our real vodka, and I have Tito's, which is made in Texas. And you're going to do 2 ounces of regular vodka. So basically, that it would be normally 1 ounce of schnapps and 2 ounces of vodka. And there we go. And then we're hoping this is going to fit. I'm going to slowly pour in. I'm just going to pour it into the top. It should be 2 ounces of cranberry juice. And that's what makes it that pretty red color. I'm going to pour it in slowly over my spoon and over the top of the ice and just kind of eyeball it until, the top, until it fills up, actually. So I'm using, I would say like a A daiquiri glass is good. You know, hurricane glass, but you know, you're not going to get a full drink if you do that. So that was not quite 2 ounces because my glass is full. It's actually a beer glass, just to be honest with you. But you know, I think even like my pina colada glasses. I didn't mean daiquiri. I meant pina colada. My pina colada glass is even a little too big, and I have to adjust it and make a bigger drink. And I just want to do that. And then what I'm going to do, again, not part of the recipe, just to brighten it up, I'm going to squeeze a little orange in the top. Or excuse me, this is not an orange. This is a lemon. Just a little lemon in the top. And I'm going to give you here a little, the maraschino cherries, just for the color. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Judy's version of 6 on the beach. 6 people have, no, sex on the beach. Here you go. Salute. Okay. I can tell you right now that I like this much better than I would like it with peach schnapps. It's a real drink. I mean, okay, you've got 3 ounces of vodka in there. It just happens to be that one of them, a little less alcohol by volume at 35%, is a peach vodka. By all means, use your peach schnapps if you want. You can actually buy, and you know, I didn't want to buy a bottle, but you can actually buy like the little dollar bottles, you know, the little ones of peach schnapps if you just want to make a drink and you don't want to, you know, spend, you know, $8-10 on a bottle of peach schnapps or whatever it goes for. I don't really know. This is the way to go. Just buy a little one. But I like this too. So if you're a vodka drinker, if you do like vodkas and you like flavored vodkas, you know, you can use this for all sorts of other things. And look how pretty the bottle is. So that's my edition of it. Like I said, I'll put the regular recipe with just the orange juice and just the peach schnapps and that stuff on the back, you know, in the credits. So if that's the way you want to go, by all means do it. But this is kind of an interesting virgin. Did I just say virgin? Okay. It's time to go. Look, thanks for joining me for another edition, the risque edition of Boozing with Jude, Virgins and Sex on the Beach. Always good to see you. Salute. Have a good one, guys.